Valheim is an incredibly fun game, but that doesn't mean it's without its frustrations, and today we're going to look at 10 of the most frustrating things that happen when you're playing Valheim. So first up we have that whole thing when you're trying to build, and one or two things can happen. Either you run out of resources and you've left them back at your storage room, which means you have to run all the way back across the map to get your storage and set up portals and stuff like that so you can get to and from, which is very annoying, especially if you just try to quickly build something on the fly. The other thing that can happen sometimes as well is you run out of the required workbench being nearby enough and having to build a lot more workbenches. This happens a lot to me where I run out of materials and I'm trying to build stuff and I don't know, it frustrates me, okay? It gets me, but I feel like I might be alone on that one, so let me know down in the comments. The next thing that really bugs me is after a hard day's work of being a Viking, because let's face it, it's not easy, you go into bed and you try to sleep and it says the bed needs a fire nearby. You gotta go find your wood and then go stoke your fire. This really bugs me because it feels like it happens to me every single time I try to sleep. Now again, I don't know if I'm alone on this one, but this is definitely a personal pet peeve and something that I wish there was like some way of automating wood into fires, because yeah, it just every night I have to do this before I sleep. This is probably a silly one, but when you're carrying too much, it annoys me. I find it frustrating when you try to like pick up a load of items and just move them very quickly and, you know, just get things done, and you're carrying too much and you gotta put things away and then like come get them again. I don't know, I feel like you can't carry that much in the game. I mean, I know there's been talk of like having separate armor stands, right? So that if your inventory gets too full of stuff, you got extra slots for your armor that doesn't take up weight. And I know you can wear the Meganjord as well, the belt, right? I get that as well. But even with that, I don't know. I think you should be able to carry more. What do you guys think? What do you think? So this next one is actually going to be kind of a bonus tip because it wasn't actually on my list, but then I realized this frustrates me quite a lot. Now this is probably specific to me making videos and being in creative mode. But when you get your creative mode out here and you want to build something, right? I want to make up something. Why is there no order to this? Why don't they put these things in alphabetical order or something? Because I could never find, like right now I wanted to make up like a hammer, right? It's here somewhere, but I have no idea where, and I have to like find through. There it is, there's the hammer. We craft that up. Just put it in alphabetical order, please. Okay, this is probably just me. I feel like I'm just ranting now. This is no longer a video. This is just me ranting. I apologize. So this one has definitely happened to me more times than I care to admit, and that is when you've got yourself a portal and it's got some sort of amazing name, you know, and what you want to do though is you want to change the name of it, right? Because you're going to go through to a different one. So right now, this portal here takes me through to this one across the river, right? But I don't want it to go there. I want it to take me to my other portal, which is called FGG apparently. There we go, I typed it in wrong. And then you go through and you think you're going to FGG, but actually it's going to take me to the portal across the river. Now, I have purposely made these very close together for this video because when I'm here, you can't get back through. And that's the annoying thing. If you've like gone onto your map and you've portaled from like here to like, I don't know, way over here somewhere, you know what I mean? Then you get stuck there. And it's really annoying. You have to like die to get back sometimes or like figure it all out. I don't know, this one really bugs me. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people will have this one, right? It's one of those things where once it's renamed, I feel like it should be blank and then only connect back up once it's reconnected, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So you're just trying to flatten some ground, or maybe you're just doing some building, or I don't know, just generally playing the game of Valheim, right? And then this happens. You run out of stamina. Seriously, what is this about? And what I find very strange about this is a couple of things, right? First of all, I get that stamina needs to be in the game. I'm fine with that, but it is annoying, especially when you're just trying to build. I feel like I get it for the PvP aspects. You know, when you're fighting a boss, you have to manage your stamina, and that sort of makes a lot of sense, right? But for building and leveling ground and stuff, it would be nice if it was maybe just a little bit less severe, right? So it took up less stamina each time we just literally are flattening some ground. The other thing as well is, why the heck do they do this in creative mode? Why is there not like a god mode for this where you have unlimited stamina? Seriously, I get so annoyed about this, but I'm building in creative mode. I'm sure there's probably a mod out there for it, but I feel like it should be in the game. What do you guys think? So next up we have the annoyance of sea serpents. Now again, I'm totally fine with them being in the game, but maybe it's just my bad luck, but I always seem to have them coming to attack me at the worst possible times. Like when I'm just trying to recover my items because I died, or, you know, I'm not quite yet at the stage of the game where I'm able to fight them very well, and they kill you, and dying in the middle of the ocean is just the worst thing, right? So I feel like it's their timing, which I know is a little bit, like, picky. I can't really moan about the timing of them, but I do find them to be quite annoying. That being said, I do love having them in the game. I don't know, they get me at the worst times, guys. It's my sad Valheim existence, okay? What do you guys think? Has this happened to you, or am I alone on this one? So I quite like using a bow and arrows in this game, which means that I often will, before going to like a boss fight or whatever, I'll be stocking up on a good few arrows, and it's quite a good strategy against a lot of bosses. But this brings me to my next point. I hate running out of feathers, and it happens way too often, because then you have to get these things And obviously, the only way to really get them is to actually use other arrows in the first place, which, okay, I get you could use just wooden arrows, and that's fine. But still, finding birds can sometimes be quite difficult and quite annoying, and I don't know. It just annoys me there's not a better way to get feathers in this game. Again, let me know if you think I'm nuts or if I'm actually onto something here. Another thing I hate running out of is food. Running out of food is so annoying. You just have to go and kill like loads of boar or check your beehives and get some honey or whatever. But I don't know, sometimes running out of food can be like really annoying. We just try to get on with the game, play the game and you run out of food. Again, I feel like maybe there could be better ways of farming food in the game. I think this is the one where people are going to just be like, guys, and just play a different game if it annoys you this much. But I don't know. Well, let's see what you guys think. Am I going to get any support for my food thoughts in the comment? Now, the nature of building in Valheim means that you often are building quite high up, right? And also, there's not really any good solutions for scaffolding in the game. You can do some makeshift things that I've done, whatever. But what leads to happening a lot is this. I mean, not quite that, because obviously, I just jumped off the top of my house, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? When you're building and you go high up and you just fall off and die, and I'm like, I'm just trying to build my roof, damn it. Like, I don't know. I feel like better scaffolding options in the game might be a good thing, or some way of preventing fall damage quite so much. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think scaffolding. I think just to have some sort of scaffolding in the game so we can get up to these high points and just build a little bit easier, because I have died a lot of times like that. That and trees falling on me. That's how I die in Valheim. That's like 90% of it right there. So another horrible thing in the game is you've gone and explored a new biome, you took your boat there, you sailed it up, and you've gone off exploring, and you've got like 4001 mobs chasing you and trying to kill you, and you're like, okay, I'm going to get back to the boat and I'm going to get out of here. And you come back to where you left your boat to find this. Just wood and basically nothing. The boat is gone. It has ceased to be, and you are stuck there on the island, dying to the mobs with no way of getting back. That is very frustrating. Now, I know, leave your boat in a better place, don't let mobs attack it, don't let it crash into the rocks and stuff like that. I get that, but, you just get to a new biome, you're excited. I don't know. It happens to me a lot. Anyway, my boat dies, and I've got to get better with that. I mean, if you guys have seen me and Chongish when we're streaming, the way that I actually park boats is a little bit erratic, and that probably is part of the reason for my sort of misgivings there. But I don't know. What do you guys reckon about that one? Anyway, that's the last one. So, here come the dad jokes. What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade. What is fast, loud, and crunchy? A rocket chip. What do elves do after school? Their gnome work. How do you stop an astronaut's baby from crying? You rock it. Why was the picture sent to jail? It was framed. What do you call a Mexican guy who lost his car? Carlos.